So this king and queen have 3 beautiful daughters, right? They were like the Kardashians of ancient Greece. But one of them was the baddest bitch of them all. Her name was Her name was Psyche. My bad. Her name was Psyche. People came from all around the world to see how beautiful she was. And because in ancient Greece men could never control their boners, they started worshiping Psyche more than they were worshiping Aphrodite, the goddess of love and beauty. They were saying that Psyche was better looking than Aphrodite, and you know that made Aphrodite upset. So Aphrodite calls on her son Eros, aka Cupid. She tells her son to go up to Psyche, bust a cap in her ass, and make her fall in love with the ugliest motherfucker around. So Cupid breaks into Psyche's house, gets ready to shoot her with his arrow, looks at her, and can't believe what the fuck he sees right now. Psyche was a bad bitch. This motherfucker could not control himself. So he's staring at her, right? Eyebrows on fleek, body so bomb. And instead of shooting her, he shoots his own damn self in the foot. Which of course makes him fall completely in love with her, although his moms and them told him, make her fall in love with an ugly ass creature. So Cupid does what every other fuckboy would do when they fucking fall in love. He leaves her. Leaves her ass standing right there. So time goes on and Psyche's sisters get married. Nobody ever falls in love with Psyche and her parents are getting worried. So they go to this oracle motherfucker and he tells them that no matter what, Psyche's gonna fall in love with a monster. She's fucked. So her parents was like, fuck it, let's put her ass on top of a mountain and let the monster find her. We can't have this bitch laying around the house no more. She watching TV all day. She ain't washing no dishes or nothing. Get this bitch on top of the mountain. Get this bitch married to something. So they put Psyche on top of a mountain. She gets up there. She cold. She's shivering. The wind is blowing so hard it knocks her ass off and she falls into this bed of roses. She gets up from the roses and sees this big ass castle mansion type shit. So like any other crazy person, she just goes inside the motherfucking house. She gets in there and it has everything she's ever wanted in it. Diamonds, rubies, Beyonce platinum editions, everything that anybody would ever want ever in their whole life. And then the castle starts whispering to her like, yo, this your shit. This is your shit, bitch. Bitch, this your shit. And she's like, what? And the house is like, this your shit, bitch. All this shit is yours. So then it turns nighttime and she's sitting in the house and her husband comes through. But she couldn't see him because it was dark outside. You know, bitches ain't have light switches and shit. So he goes up to her and he says, yo, we gotta make a deal, right? I'm gonna be your husband, I'm gonna give you everything that you want, but you can't ever see me. You can never see me in a day. So she was like, alright daddy, whatever you want, as long as you're taking care of me. He was like, I got you, boo, whatever the fuck you want. So after a while, she's getting a little lonely. Like, every night her husband's there, but then he leaves in the morning, she's by herself all day. She's getting really, really depressed. So when her husband comes home one night, she's like, yo, can my sisters come visit me? Cause I'm fucking lonely. You ain't even here for me like that. So he was like, alright, I guess they can come through. So the sisters get there, they're looking around, seeing how good their sister is living, and then we'll start getting jealous. They wanted to fuck up everything that she had. This is why you don't tell everybody everything. So they start instigating shit. Why don't you ever see your husband? Who the fuck is he? Maybe he's a monster. Maybe he's this. Maybe he's that. So they told her to wait till it turns night, let him fall asleep, get a candle and shine that shit on his face. See who this motherfucker is. The next night after her sisters left, she goes up to her husband and shines a light on his face. Lo and behold, he was a bad bitch too. And not only that, he was Cupid, a god. She gets so stunned by his beauty this time that she spills the wax on his ass. He jumps up, fucking hot ass wax on his ass, and sees this bitch over him. Bitch, you betrayed me? Flies his ass out. Cupid liked that kinky shit, but he didn't like the fact that his wife betrayed him like that. So he flies away and the mansion castle just disappears. Bam! So Psyche ain't got nowhere to go, so she goes back to her sisters and tells them bitches what happened. Again, this is why you don't tell everybody everything. So her sisters is listening like, oh, your husband was Cupid this whole time? So he went up on a mountain and then a god gave you a castle and a mansion and he was cute. Okay. Damn, that's terrible, that's terrible. The next day, both the sisters leave their husbands and they go on top of the mountain. Thotty ass behavior. And what happened? That same wind that knocked Psyche off the mountain, knocked the sisters off the mountain, but not into a bed of roses, into a bed of motherfucking jagged ass rocks. Them bitches die instantly. Meanwhile, Psyche's just looking for her man, she getting depressed. She wants Cupid back so badly that she goes up to his mother, Aphrodite, who she knows don't like her. Aphrodite's going off on her like, bitch, I don't need you around, you burnt my motherfucking son's ass. I don't like that shit. Get the fuck out of my face. But she's like, if you really love him like that, I'm gonna have you do this shit for me, and if you do it right, I'm gonna get him for you. So Aphrodite makes her do mad shit. Feed her pigeon, walk her dog, rotate her weave pieces. Psyche's most challenging task was when Aphrodite sent her to Hades to go bring back Persephone's beauty in a box. Persephone was the queen of the underworld and that was no easy task. But she agreed to go, went down to Hades, and actually brought back Persephone's beauty in a box. Now she wasn't supposed to open the box, but this bitch did on her way back, looks inside and falls into a deep sleep. Cupid sees that she's in this deep sleep, goes and gets her, brings her up to Zeus, and is like, yo, I got a request. I need her to be a goddess so I can marry her. He grants his wish and Psyche wakes up with the new title of goddess. Now they can be together and Aphrodite's not gonna be mad that her son's not marrying some mortal bitch. He's actually marrying a goddess. What do I think of this? Everybody in this story is fucked up. Psyche is beautiful and dumb. Aphrodite is jealous. Cupid is a fuck up and womanizer. The sisters are thoughts. And the parents are deadbeats. I really don't know what to think. There's no fucking moral here. But two people found love in the end. And that must be the motherfucking moral. No matter where you come from, no matter matter who you are, there's someone out there for you. Every soul will find love. And that pertains to our story because in Latin, psyche means soul, and in Greek, eros means love. Happy love finding. And if you end up with a husband that doesn't let you see him in the day, don't talk to your sisters about it. And be careful with hot wax. Miss fuck!